So I'll set it up, and
Sure.
then you can take over.
Great.
And then I will interject when I feel like you've said something wrong.
What else is new?
Okay. It's Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to be on Friday. At Friday? In Friday? Happy it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah. One of those.
All right. So today is a very special video.
It is.
I think you might cry in today's video.
Maybe.
So we're gonna have Marc do a little flashback. I'm hoping that our editor behind the scenes here is doing some cool like flashback graphic.
The dream.
In my head,
sequence.
the graphics in the videos are always from like 1970, and then you guys have these graphics. I'm always like, oh yeah, that looks way better than what I imagined. Yeah,
Good. So
yeah.
set the expectations really low,
Right.
and then exceed them.
Yeah, there you go. So Marc, how long have you been here?
I think I said 5 years earlier,
Yeah.
but I think this is my fourth actual full year.
I don't trust.
I know
your
you
math.
don't trust my math,
Yeah, I'm gonna
but
say
it's usually
5.
right.
I think it's 5. Marc is going to recount or take us through his very first year in real estate, which I think, as people come and they interview with us, and they do come to work with us, a lot of the question is, what's my first year like?
Yeah.
And with me, I'm always like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a very atypical first year in real estate, so I'm always like, talk to Marc.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm gonna turn it over to Marc.
Sure.
I'm gonna let him walk you through his first year. Basically what his setup was, how his training was, what he did for leads, how that whole thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So happy to do it.
Yeah.
Happy to help out with the team.
Can you mumble less though?
Yeah. So I think it's important to start from first. We were friends first. We were neighbors.
We were neighbors.
Oh, you we were neighbors.
We were neighbors.
Our daughters.
We weren't friends yet because you had a nice car, but you did not keep it clean,
I know
and it bothered me.
You washed your car like every day.
Yeah.
We lived across the street from
Right,
each other,
yeah.
and we have kids who are the same age.
Yeah.
So that's how we got to know each other.
Right.
At the time, I was a Baltimore City firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
So wasn't looking for a career change.
Right.
That's what I wanted to
Right.
do. I knew that you were in real estate. You were our agent when my
Right.
wife and I bought our house.
Right.
And I think, I don't know, I guess after like you sort of seeing my schedule and
Right.
seeing that you were getting busier
Right.
and you were a solo agent at the
Right.
time, asked me if I wanted to do real estate. And I think I put it off for like a year. I was like, it's
Yeah.
not really something
Right,
I want to do. And then, to your credit, you were
Right.
persistent because
Yeah.
you knew it would be a good hire.
Right.
Yeah,
I see what you did
see?
there. Yeah.
And so we started talking again,
Right.
and I ended up deciding to get my license.
Mm-hmm.
But I worked part-time for the first 3 years, really.
4 years, but yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
So I was still working in the fire department and doing real estate part-time. But in my first year, you got to pass your class. Quincy brought me in and introduced me to the broker. Our vendors, the lender that we use,
Right.
are all of our people that I would be working with. They were very willing to sit down with me. I think our lender took me out to lunch and
Yeah.
just explained to me how the mortgage
Which
side
is
of
the
things
same thing
work.
you did with me when I first started.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to have those people
Right,
because
yeah.
I didn't know anything.
Mhm.
I just bought a house, but I didn't care anything about the process because you were my
Right,
agent.
yeah. I was such a good agent with you guys. I mean,
It
your
was
house
a-
is worth like 300% more than you bought it for.
That's actually true.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
It was actually really good.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, man.
You're welcome, yeah.
Did I ever get you a gift?
Why would you get me a gift?
As like a thank you?
Did I get you a gift?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not, I
got us
don't,
like a nice bottle of scotch, I think.
okay, I don't expect gifts, yeah.
Well,
Anyway, guess.
my gratitude.
You've given me enough money.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, but in my first year, it was a lot of, or at least let's say the first 6 months
Right.
after having my
Right.
license, I shadowed you
Mhm.
on appointments, on settlements.
Mhm.
Again, meeting new people, meeting your investor clients, your developer clients that
Right.
you have, and getting information from
Right.
them. How does Quincy work? How do you do your
Right.
stuff? Which is the same thing that a new agent would do. You'd probably be shadowing me.
Right.
So start to develop a style, take some training. There was
Mhm.
training provided. I know we went to a couple classes
Mhm.
together that first year, just to build that knowledge base. And all the time, we were working towards me getting my own clients.
Right.
So I was helping you with deals as sort of like learning alongside, but I didn't have my own clients yet until you were actually really cool about it. You said, when you feel comfortable,
Right.
ready to go, we're ready for you.
Right.
Then you actually gave me my first
Mhm.
real client. client came into the system, a referral, right?
Yeah.
It was a person you knew. And Quincy and I sat down with the client, and you explained how everything would go. Marc's going to be your new agent. I'm going to be here with him the whole time. Marc's going to take care of it. And that client now, I've sold her like 3 houses. So like, but in the beginning, it was a lot of shadowing, a lot of learning from you one-on-one, a lot of learning from our vendors, a lot of training. When I felt comfortable, then we started diving into the lead generation system, getting leads from Zillow and getting clients who came in from sign calls and all that other stuff. And then as that year went on, I got more confident in my own style, started developing how I actually sold, and just started getting repeat clients and leads come into the system. And now we're 4 years later, 5 years later, depending on whose math you talk to.
My math, but yeah.
The majority of my clients are referrals from that first year.
Right.
People who I sold houses to in year 1, their friends, their family. That's how this goes. So I think my first year was not atypical. It's probably going to be consistent to what most people do. Still worked full time at another job.
Right.
It was the fire department, so the schedule was different. But I was real estate part time.
Right.
But you were accessible for any questions, which is what I would be now.
Right.
Leads were handed to me. I didn't have to go prospecting. I didn't knock on doors. They just, here's the lead, go. That's my stomach.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
So hungry. Leads were given to me,
right? Yeah.
So I didn't have to go prospect or knock on doors. Here's the lead that came into the system. Go sell them a house.
Right.
So that first year was a lot of hand holding.
Yeah.
But it was easy because everything was in place already. I didn't have to think about anything. It was just, here's the information, go do it.
Right. Yeah, and those systems that were in place then, I think we've come light years in the 5 years from then.
Because again, at that time, you were just a solo agent.
Yeah.
I was the first person that you brought on.
Right, yeah.
So as you were sort of developing how to run a team, I was learning how to be an agent.
Right.
And now we're, a couple years into that. The systems have been tested and developed.
Right.
Everything is smoother. It's so much easier now for a new agent to come onto the team.
Right.
Because it's all been tested.
And
I went through it all.
And we know the systems that we have now support multiple agents, not just one agent or 2 agents. Yeah.
Yep.
So cool. Well, thanks for sharing with us. Me.
You're
I
welcome.
already knew that. I was just trying to be polite.
You're welcome, America. It's a good
America. You think of
this is going out to America.
Okay. Bye.